Welcome to the launch of GoDigital. I'm Aaron.
And I'm Jillian.
We are your hosts for today. I hope everyone is safe and well during this pandemic. For a start, we want to give you a short introduction about Grid. Grid is actually a local and independent 360-degree experiential agency driven by our strong creative culture that have been around for 33 years. We are constantly reinventing ourselves to keep up with the ever-changing business landscape. Live events is actually one of our main expertise. We all know by now that COVID-19 is here to stay. Social distancing measures and crowd limitations will continue to be enforced, and live events will be continuing to be impacted in the near future. Having managed many live events, we understand the need and urgency for people to connect and exchange ideas. We are combining our years of experience and best practices in live events with the latest live streaming technology to deliver an interactive and secure digital event for your business. Your audience can continue to interact and engage with speakers, immerse themselves in a fully branded digital event lobby, and you can easily customize the portal according to the needs of your event with add-ons. This is why we are launching Grid GoDigital today. Grid GoDigital is actually a one-stop event portal where your guests can browse information about the event, what to expect, who the speakers are, access resources, then attend the event. No need to redirect to another website to pay for your tickets. That too can be done on event portal. I will now let Jillian share more about the different guest journey of Grid GoDigital.
Thank you, Aaron. So, after hearing Aaron's introduction, I trust that some of you might be wondering if any of your upcoming events that you have in mind fits this online portal that we're introducing. Now, first, let me share with you what does this platform encompass with a very straightforward site map. For some clients who have developed an event microsite before, previously you would have actually been familiar with this site map. As you can see, the online portal, or you might want to call it a website, works similar to an event microsite, which allows you to feature details of the event such as the summary, program rundown, speaker's bio, and even a resource tab where you can actually download the materials that you want to share. Now, take note, the difference comes in the lobby tab, and this is where the show happens.
In the next few minutes, I'll be going through the guest journey of 3 event types with you. Let us look at the first type of event, internal conferences. A very good example of this would be internal or regional global team conferences. In the current situation where traveling to a single point to meet is not possible. What you're seeing now is a step-by-step of the guest journey. I won't be going too much into the details for now, as I'll be going through with the demo with you shortly. Just to summarize, upon receiving the guest client's information, we will be sharing an e-invite ahead of time. Of course, you might ask, this is an internal conference and it's expected that everyone will be required to attend the conference. Why do we even need the e-invite? Now, the e-invite serves as a form of confirmation and also for us to get an idea on the total number of guest attendees. Therefore, for security purposes, they will also be required to reset the password as moving forward. Whenever they actually want to access the web portal, they will then be required to log in using their corporate email address and the password. Now, this is the first level of security to ensure that your information is actually not leaked to other competitors. Prior to the event, both the lobby and resources tab will not be activated. Now, on the event day itself, the lobby will be activated with a countdown timer and showcasing how long more before we go live. Before that, of course, there is the usual of acceptance of the PDPA clause. Followed by then, a live link will then be enabled. Upon clicking it, it will direct time to a stream platform. Now, streaming platform externally, back to the point of security. How is my data and my streaming secured? What we can do definitely is to indicate a domain filtering where only people who access the link from our web portal will be allowed to the live stream platform. Materials such as PowerPoint presentations and recordings of the session will be made available in the resources where they can download easily thereafter. Note that as these materials are sensitive in terms of content, we will be deleting after a period of time for security purposes. Now, let us take a look at the web portal demo. What you see here is definitely the first touch point. Upon receiving the e-invite, clicking on the link, they will be directed to the online portal. This is where they actually request to key in the new password. So once you create your password, you will be accessed to the entire web contents. About is definitely going to be a summary of what your event is going to be about. Next, moving on to the program tab. This is where the entire program rundown will be shown. What you see now is actually a partners tab, which can also be a speaker's bio tab, pictures, description of text of your guest speakers. Note that the current design and layout, it's actually customizable to the contents that you have.
Yep.
What we are showcasing now is actually more pertaining to the demo that we are doing today. Upon going to the event lobby, if you arrive at the event lobby the day before, 2 days before, days before the event itself, this is what you will see. It's not time yet. Wait. On the actual day itself, you will come back to this page. Definitely you will need to log in. And you will see a link. Once you click on the link, you will go to our online platform. Now, what you see currently is the online streaming platform where we have the slide window, presentation slide window, media player where you can see your speakers are, panelists, Q&A window, and of course Twitter. But note that all these windows are actually customizable to what you required. For example, I don't want to interact with my attendees. I can do away with the Q&A. I want to make the slide box smaller. I can also adjust. Now, as I mentioned, and even as Aaron mentioned, the portal that we are creating is very fluid, very flexible, and can be customized to what your content required. Back to the main page. So this is the resource tab. This is where we'll definitely be showing where the resources are. And moving forward, the next event journey, guest journey for paid and public external event. Now, what is paid and public external event? This can be referring to paid conferences that is actually by industry leaders. So there is also two kinds of touch points in terms of where people will get access on information to the website. One definitely will be the curated database list that we have received. Second touch points are mainly web banners, ad banners that you receive probably even from social media as well. So definitely when we look at external paid conferences, the security level is going to be different because it's actually open to everyone in the industry and even to the public. So as much as we want to control, because it's a paid, so definitely we can only allow people who are paid for your events to go in. How do we then control the event in terms of security, you might ask? Now, unlike the previous guest journey, where participants are enabled to log in every single time that they want to access the information, for this, the unique event code will be sent to them in an EDM reminder prior to the event. So before that, they can actually log in the event code on the day itself. Now, let us take a look at the demo again. Same thing, upon clicking any link, whether is it an EDM invite or a web banner, you will come to this page. As a public or as a person who have received the e-invite, what can I have access to? About the event, programs, partners, which is also your speaker's bio. When I click into event lobby, it will prompt me to register for the event itself. Register now. Now this is a very simple attendees registration page that we have done up for the purpose of the demo. But note that all these fields that is actually indicated now can actually be customized to what you need, depending on what kind of data that you actually want to collect. Similarly, moving back, on the day itself, once you go to the event lobby, that will actually prompt you to key in the event code. With the event code, the unique link will be activated, which then will also lead you to the same online platform that we have shown earlier. Now, moving forward, the last type of event that we're looking at is actually free-to-all events. What are free-to-all events? It could be community events, performances, workshops, even free workshops. Now, all the event is actually free to everyone, public as well. Therefore, there will not be any login requirements as content does not contain any sensitive information. Now, let us take a look back at our website and see what we have. Same thing about programs. Now, definitely for partners, if there's no speaker requirements, if it's just a live stream performances, you do not need to have any speakers bio. So therefore, we can actually customize the content that is actually what you're seeing now. Going to the event lobby, on the event day itself, once they access to the event lobby, what they can see is actually a media player with a live stream of events that's going to be happening. Now, just a reminder that the design of the portal can be customized, basically customized to what you need. What we are doing is very fluid. Customization of the design in terms of your event ident, your color scheme, everything we can actually adjust accordingly. The tabs that you have seen early on are also basic content tabs, which we can actually customize if you want to add in more tabs for certain type of contents. If you have any questions pertaining to the online portal that I've just shared with you, please feel free to message us on the chat and we'll get back to your questions respectively with a follow-up next week. I'll now pass the presentation back to Aaron.
Thank you, Gillian. So I think we hope that through this demo, you have a better understanding of how GoDigital works. I think what we're actually sharing with you is actually just a sample. It's a very basic platforms, but there's actually a lot of add-ons you can actually do add on to it as well. So I think from here on, we would like to work closely with you to conceptualize, develop, and customize the event portal in order to realize your visions. Our portal supports events big and small, publics and privates. And here are some of the live events that we can actually bring online. For example, anniversaries, we can actually do it in a creative way, out of the box way as well. Annual general meetings, digital activations, roadshows, secure external conferences, internal conferences, and also secure internal town halls as well. Seminars, which is I think a lot of people are doing webinars now, which is not new to anyone. Summits, symposiums, product launches, press conferences, presentations, performance, workshop, and even many, many more. So we are really, really open to the ideas of out of the box. So if you need envisions that kinds of event that you wanted to do, you can actually come to us. We can help you to conceptualize it. So we are very blessed to have the support of our team and network of reliable partners in shaping this event portal over the last 2 months during the circuit breakers. So most of us actually working from home, so we must do something. So I think moving forward with the current situation now, it's not going to change. It's a new norm, like what everyone said. So we wanted to do something different to help ourselves and to help the partners to be assured that we are partners. We are continuing to provide you and consultations, the technical support from the start to the end of the events. So that's why we have a group of specialists that I want to introduce to you. Of course, myself is actually from Grid. I'm actually taking care of the business and also the creative as well. Gillian is actually my colleague as well. She's also actually taking care of the business and also frontline servicing the clients. And all this actually, a lot of the work is actually done by her as well. Really thankful. And then of course, Adeline is also our team. She's actually our digital marketing specialist, which is working very closely together with our some retainer clients that we have. Other than that, we have other partners that work very, very closely together. Like the set today you are seeing now is actually by Yen. It's actually our audiovisual specialist. Young chap is actually really, really hardworking. They're actually trying to think out of the box, working together with us and create such digital events. Renting a studio and then setting up with backdrops and counters and lightings and cameras all in front of us. Later, actually, we will share with you, have a round look. And then Santil is not to mention, which is a web developer specialist. He's actually, him and his team actually developed the portal together with us. And then there's a lot of questions I'm sure you guys actually will definitely have to ask. Please don't forget to actually send us all the questions that we will actually answer it by next week. And Shireen Chu is actually our operations specialist. She has many, many years of experience in broadcast. So she knows all the technical problems. So we are all assure you that we have end-to-end services and make sure the event runs smoothly. Last but not least, I have special shout out to our good folks here at Farrer Park for letting us use their very cool space for the launch of Greet GoDigital. And what you're seeing here at the pictures is actually one part, it's actually the main part of it. So it's actually a creative event space filled with Instagram-worthy spots, such as an indoor glasshouse cafe, 3D art feature wall, and fully customized mood lighting. It's a very, very good studio space actually for digital events. Just imagine that over the other corner, you can actually have like interview, and the main corner there where we are here now, you can actually do the main conference, and then there are few places they can do interview as well. So then your audience actually have different perspective during the whole event. You won't get bored. Yeah. So next pictures is actually different perspective of the whole area. So I think now let's have a quick view of Greet GoDigital setup here at Farrer Park. And we are all on mask, and then make sure we are all social distancing as well. So let's pan from my right side. You're seeing here is actually the right side. You slowly pan to the left side. You're actually seeing that interview corner there. So you see this venue is actually very special. You have a lot of different spaces that you can actually use for interview. Some of your guests actually can sit there and then wait for the next interview as well. Our console, so you see there's a full lighting setup. In front, we have actually front TV as well for your speakers, notes, and the presentation, and also the live stream. You can actually see it live as well. That's what we are seeing now. So this is actually a simple setup, but of course, like what Julian shared, it depends on your needs. So if you actually need to launch a product, which is, for example, a car or maybe a product, yeah. So we can actually rent a bigger studio to do this setup, broadcast setup, with all the best equipments in town. So then we will do the quality, because quality is, I think, is being to every one of us. So yeah, we have now come to the end. It's a very short presentation, but we wanted to actually don't leave the chat yet. But after the presentation, I'm sure you have a lot of questions. I'm so sorry we are not open for Q&A because we wanted to keep it very private. But we would rather have your questions sent over to us. We'll have properly think through and then answer you individually, because I think moving forward, we want to do face-to-face, not really face-to-face, actually, more face-to-face through teleconferencing. So we want to do that, and then actually we can talk to you, brainstorm, and what is your needs, what is the visions of your events like, and then to make it different from others and what they are people doing as well, especially webinars.
Also to add on, going digital in terms of webinar and conference, maybe you'll be wondering, what about the customer experience? What about the guest experience? This is actually what our portal is going to offer you. Because Great, we have managed so many different kinds of events. We know that guest experience is important to you as well. Whether is it an internal, external, paid or free to air event, the guest experience will not be actually cut short. This is where we will work very closely with you in terms of what you want. If you have something in mind, some ideas, maybe an upcoming internal conference that you're looking at, do reach out to us. We can definitely go through with you via a call, very private call, one-on-one discussion, come up with some ideas, discuss with you further how to go about doing it, whether do we need a set or not, we can actually customize, work with you, what is best for your needs.
Yeah. Agree. So I think we hope you have found it to be useful in planning for your events in near future. We would like to thank all our clients who have here with us so far. Really thankful. And here, also a pleasure to meet our new friends today. They're calling in as well. Hopefully we can actually get to work with each other very, very soon. If you really have questions, please don't hesitate to drop us into the chat. So we have our colleagues actually consolidate all the questions as well, and then we will get back to you on a face-to-face or personal-to-personal email as well. So stay safe, everyone, and once again, thank you, and thanks for calling in. Really appreciate it. Have a great Friday and a weekend ahead. Thank you again.